adjective best describes your spouse on your wedding day? For Ronaldo, on our wedding day, I know he was nervous. Very, very nervous. How about you?
I thought that you was bold. You have me nervous because you distance yourself a bit. Yes. The day before the wedding was no phone calls, and as a man, no getting married. But the first time and the only time, all thoughts went through my head. I thought my wife was disappear, not turn up, and I didn't want to experience that. So, yeah, that's it.
Stacey again.
He was nervous because I was late, real late. So he was like, "She ain't coming." He was very nervous, very nervous.
It's true. It's very true. I was nervous, but it was worth the wait. I see. Because I understood that I knew all the way. Same person.
I think that if there is any kind of anxiety in the first day on the wedding day, it was truly, I think I was more anxious than anything else. But as far as Yvette is concerned, she was very, very cool, unconnected. Of course, all through the wedding ceremony and everything else, she was very calm. But I was somehow nervous, especially when they asked me to kiss my bride. And of course, up to now, she still blames me because I have not kissed her yet at that time, So that was really something of to remember, at least.
It was actually the cutting of the cake. Cutting of the cake, I guess, I don't know if he was nervous, but he was joking around as well. So that's probably the way that he expressed himself, or he covered up the nervousness by joking around. But that was okay. That was okay.
Fourth question. What are 3 qualities about your spouse that you were first attracted to? Just 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I will go first. Quality. Handsome. Love God. I was very focused in his profession.
What I admire about you is that you were a person who always knew what you wanted in life. You're beautiful. You love God.
My first impression, the 3 qualities that I like about Lloyd, he's the quiet of me. He is very handsome. He's pretty. He's so pretty. I can't help it.
Well, her personality. She's beautiful. I'm brave.
I looked at the event, and the first thing really and truly, as I said, I wanted in my wife was the fact that she is a Christian. That's underscore everything else. She is a Christian. One of the aspects of Yvette is in terms of her character. She never tend to mix with anybody, and of course I love that about her, right? I love her about her. She was not a person that mixed up and not vocal in any way, And the third thing is that she was always quiet. and unassuming, and both of us were. Isn't that so? Both of us were. And that really gravitate towards one another because we were of similar, although I might pretend, of course, as she often said, but we were similar qualities in terms of character and personality.
Yeah, he said it's similar, but he was quite bold, that is one. And he could handle himself in any conversation and any topic that is presented to him, he could handle himself, and I really admire that about him. And to be like Stacy, and he was tall.
Thank you very much, Pastor Henry. Our final question. When did you know you were in love with your spouse? When did you know you were in love with your spouse? Pastor Henry?
Well, let me go way back. And I'm going to use a term that people use back then. I don't know if they still use it now. Then the butterflies start fluttering.
But I don't think mind can be considered as infatuation. I must say that I will only connect to somebody in the first instance when I believe I love that person. And I would say that I first love Yvette, honestly, from the first time we start to talk to each other. All right? That's a fact. And let me tell you, and still is.
Amen. Brother Small?
I first knew I love you when I was old enough to ask your father to marry you. Because you know that I was, it was really, because you know that I was a bit scared. Your dad, right? And had some fear of him. Respect. Just respect him. Yeah. That's when I knew that.
I knew, first time I knew that Ronaldo was a man that I could be with, and know that a man I could love, was when he had came back for a week from Dubai, and that's the week we actually started to talk, started going out, and nothing wasn't official. It was only a Friday night, maybe we went out, and we were talking, and I just asked him, okay, what is this? I mean, is this something, is this going to be a relationship, or are we just chilling? What is it? So Ronaldo's response was, he wants to be in a relationship with me leading to marriage. And when he said that, it was like, yeah, he ain't going against, so he's serious. So at that point, I knew that this was a man that I can grow deeper in love with, and a man that I can give my heart to.
The first time that I know that I truly love Glenn was when he decided to come church with me. After all of the pushing at other churches, he decided to come with me and then got baptized. That's when I was like, yeah, we could hold on money.
Well, my time, I knew that I decided Stacia was a great person. She can remember, well, I know she still remember, but it was our situation. I came home one night, and it actually broke my heart with tears. tears that she said, right now, they done with everything. Right now, I really choose you and I felt everything. You leave everything and I care me and you going to take this path. Ain't no left, no right. No matter what going through, you go through one through it. One to man. I pour my heart, right everything. She said, great, but so be it.
Thank you very much. So now we're just going to ask each couple just to give an overview of how their marriage is going. So, Stacy and Glenn, we're going to begin with you. So the question is, how is married life going as you are approaching the 7-year mark? I know there is a saying that, you get a 7-year mark, the fire will probably start to dwindle. Just give your thoughts with regards to that. And just an overview of how married life is going.
I would say approaching the 7-year, for me, because he wasn't here for 2 years and then I spent a year in Canada, it's like we starting all over, but yes, so the situation changed because the fire kind of kindled because of the living arrangement on my behalf, on my part. It's because of the living arrangement. We are mindful of all the other people inside the house, so we don't do it or have sexual relationship like constantly, like when we first started having it. And for approaching the 7 years is to me it is still because of the not being together. We was talking on the phone. It still feels like when he came, I was like we gotta learn each other again. So it still feels new to me. That's my input about this 7-year thing. Because of the separation at that time, it still feels new, like we gotta start back all over again.
Dwindle, no, I don't think it will dwindle. It just the stages, and you always pick back up. It always pick back up. If there's a little soft patch in between there, you still pick back up and keep going all the time. If you don't, if I said die it off, you don't die off. So that's awesome.
So to the smalls now, the question is, how is married life going? Perspective on being newlyweds and having a young child. Brother Small?
For me, it's going great. It's a learning experience. And what amazes me about it is that every day, from time to time, my heart leads me to find ways to make my wife happy. And honestly, it's nothing that I said I planned. It's something that comes from within. And that all comes because I love my wife. With Tyson, it's a 24-hour job. Me, my wife, and Tyson. And it is a joy to be a father. I know some people think, no get married, have a baby, it must be tough. For me, it's not tough because we work together as a team, which all marriages should be a team. And if you are not a team, it will not work. Tyson, he stole my spot today. And the reason I said it's a 24-hour job is that it comes with responsibility. Right? And that's how I see marriage. That's how it's going. It's a great responsibility.
Thank you very much. For me, as Ronaldo said, married life is going good. It's going great. surprising sometimes. But obviously we got married in November, and by December, we found out we were pregnant. Obviously, we had a great honeymoon, right? And by January, December, still December. As soon as we found out we were pregnant, I just got ridiculously ill, and so from December to February, March was a trying period for both me and Ronaldo in terms of, just got married and all of a sudden now I'm sick because of pregnancy. But in that time, it showed me, I think in that time our love grew deeper for each other. Well, my love for him grew deeper. It's like, he has to be taking care of me during sickness, and it wasn't easy for him. Like, I was helpless, I didn't feel to go on, I was just out of it. But he was my rock. He was able to pray for me when I couldn't pray for myself. So even though having the sickness due to pregnancy at the beginning of our marriage, seeing how he came to the fore of being able to take care of the house, doing the cleaning, doing the cooking, and taking care of me, it showed me that yes, I made the right decision because of who he was and who he was in that moment for me. So overall, our marriage is going really great for me. Yes, we will have our challenges, but different situations showed me who he truly is and his heart. And with Tyson, yes, as you can see, Tyson's very active. So we have to schedule time for each other. We will make sure that we do our lunch dates. And obviously, once we put Tyson to bed, at least try to have an hour with each other before because we are 502 at the end of the day. So we try to make time for each other. And overall, yes, marriage has been going great for us. So, to the Henrys, how is married life going? Perspective on being married to one person for so many years.
Well, it says or it speaks for itself. This is our 40th year, is it? 40th. Who's counting? December, 40th years. And I must say it has been wonderful. It is not always as wonderful as it might have been or seemed, but I think that we have come to the point that we iron out our problems, of course, in the early years. But in recent years, I must say for the last 20, 25 years, we were able to make it. The only time we have a bit of a challenge is we had a little daughter, and of course she would present us with some problems, of course, and we were able to iron it out. But once she is out of the house, I don't have that problem any longer. But Yvette and I never had a problem. Yvette and I never had a problem. It's only when our little girl was there, then we had a problem. In terms of communication, nothing wrong, but in terms of communication, she was forthright. She was and she was very a handful to handle. And we thank God for what He has allowed us to experience. But in all things, equal, all things being equal, 40 years, of course, is a long time, and we have not been able to have problems that we were not able to solve. Okay?
Well, the first year was the hardest year. Come on, but I just let you know the first year was the hardest year. So if you can make it, that's what I'm saying. If you can make it the first year, the other years are going to be easy.